How you doing, guys? Welcome to another episode. And in this episode, you can see we put in the spacers, and this is a 1 inch spacers, 25 millimeters. So we're gonna put the 1 inch all the way around. And why we're doing this, especially because the wheel doesn't look flush with the fender, so we're gonna put them out, stick them out a little bit, so that's gonna look a lot better. I know that I should get 1 inch, probably half an inch on these ones, or probably 20, which is 25 millimeters and 20, but I get 1 inch all the way around. And one thing that why we're doing this too is because in the future, not too close, not too far from now, but in the near future, we're gonna put some RL Brembo big brakes on this car. You can do that conversion from a Acura RL and get the big Brembos, get the bracket, and you just gotta buy use RL Brembos, the new bracket, new brake lines, and the new brake pads, and the rotors. Okay, so basically we want to do that conversion really soon, and we're gonna need the spacers anyways, because the big Brembos from the RL, they're gonna come out like around this, like around here, and it's gonna be hitting the wheel. So we're gonna have to space it out, so in order for us to clear the big Brembos. And if you're doing RL conversion in this type of cars, you need 17-inch rims, because 16s or 15s, they won't clear. It's gonna hit on this side. So that's gonna be in the near future. I'm already looking for doing my research into getting the RL and rotors and all the components for the big brake kit. So we're gonna do the spacers now and the big brake kit later. So let's get to it, guys. And I'm gonna show you a little bit right now on why I choose 25 millimeter spacers, and because if I put smaller than that, I'm gonna have to trim the studs, the stock studs from this one, because it will not clear, and I'm gonna show you in a minute why. So let's jack up the car, let's remove the wheel and put the spacer. You can see here, when you put the spacer, the studs, they're flush with the spacer. If I get smaller ones, I'm gonna have to trim those studs. Why? Because on these wheels, they don't have any holes in between. It has a holes for the studs, so there is no room to have those little pockets some of the wheels has, like on that black Accord, because it only has 5 holes for the studs. That one, it has a very big holes where you can put spacers, and those studs, if they come out, they're gonna be inside those little holes, and you won't have problems. So if I pick less, let's say 20 millimeter spacer, it will be the stud will be out, and it probably is gonna be hitting the wheel, and the wheel is not gonna sit flush. So that's why we pick with 1 inch all the way around, and it's flush and it's there a little bit in, so I'm not gonna have problem with the clearance. The wheel is gonna sit flush with the spacer, and that's why we pick that. And the only thing that we need to do in this case is put some anti-seize, just in case. I don't want the spaces to get stuck in the hubs, so let's just pick a little bit of anti-seize, and let's put around. Don't put on the studs, just put all the way around on the face. Everything around. Okay. If you're going to get spacers, make sure that you have hub centric spacers, because if they don't have this little ring that's sticking out, when you put it on your car, probably it's not gonna be right sitting flush in the middle. So this part right here is making contact with the hub. It's flush, so it doesn't move around. Okay, it just move a little bit around side to side, but that's why they provide these nuts. They had the little cone here, and when you put them on the car, what they're gonna do, they're gonna make the spacer to get right in the middle. Okay, but because we have the hub centric spacer, it's sitting flush in the middle, so it doesn't move around. So when you're driving, if you don't buy this type of spacer, when you're driving, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna have a lot of vibration. So make sure that you have, if you're buying and you're planning to space it out, make sure that you buy hub centric spacers. And if you don't buy those without the studs, obviously if you buy the other ones without studs, there will be little ones. I don't recommend to do that one, because if you do that one, you're gonna put it in the rotor, and what it's gonna do is gonna space it out your wheel, but you're not gonna have enough tread when you put your wheel back on, because it doesn't come with a stud. So make sure that if you're doing this, um, get some hub centric spacers with studs, and by putting these cone studs, it's gonna put it right in the middle, right where it's supposed to be. Make sure that you torquing down to the same spec that you torquing down your wheel, and then come back a couple days later, like a week later, and make sure that you torquing down again, and make sure that everything is there, stay there tight. So 90 foot-pounds, and when you're torquing down, you do, in this case, because it's got 4 nuts, you're doing an X. Don't do it all the way around. You gotta do one here, the other one on the other side, and then you go to this side and then to the opposite side. That was 90 foot-pounds of torque. Now let's put the wheel, and if you can see right there, uh, they're red flash, so they're not gonna be hitting the wheel, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. Quick little tip for you guys: if you're doing this and you try to jack up the car all the way around, probably you're gonna have some problems. You're gonna need somebody to press on the brakes while you torque this down, because if you have everything in the air, probably with your handbrake, the rear, you won't have problems. But you have everything in the air, get a body, press on the brakes while you torque this down. And if you don't, do it like I do, one by one wheel at a time, and then this way you won't have problems to torque it down. This is a front wheel drive, so if the other wheel is on the floor and this is on the air, you can tighten them up right here. And on the rear, if you have good handbrake, you can use your handbrake. If you don't, you can get a body or something to press on the brake while you torque this down, because you have to torque The spacers, you have to torque them down on the air. Obviously you cannot do it on the floor because you can't put the wheel before you torque this down. So quick little tip for you: do one at a time, or get somebody to press on the brakes while you torque this down. Okay guys, the spacers are in. If you can see right here, right there, that one, this one is sticking out quite a little bit more than the rear ones, but obviously that's gonna happen. You can see I already drive a little bit so they can sit right on it, and the wheel on this side, it was hidden right here. You can see the line, so I just bend a little bit here with my wrench. I just put it in and bend it. I don't think I'm gonna have to roll the fenders, but I'm gonna drive a little bit more, and let's see what happens. And if you can see guys, this is already a 215 tire, so this rims is 17-inch rim by 7.5, and those are 17-inch rims by 7. So 215 tire. If you can see the difference in this car right here with the spacers, and this car with the stock tires, which is 195, 65 rim 15, you can see how high it is, and super now flash to the wheel to the fender. You can see right here in the front too. You know, this is what I don't really like. You know, when you put the spacers, you space it out the car, make it flash. It looks a lot better. So now the car is done, and obviously you guys already know the deal about this car. It's not going to the track, so spacers, I don't think I'm gonna have problems. When you put the spacers and you take the car to the track, make sure that you put really good spacers. Okay, don't go for the cheap ones, because you're gonna end up with wheels flying off your car. But this car is just a daily, and I don't plan to take it to the track. I don't plan to do any of that right now. If I get a chance to do something crazy with it, I might take it. But the way it is right now, that's how it sits now. Is wheels are sticking out. They're not sticking out. I mean, they're kind of flush with the fenders. I like it. So that's how you put spacers, guys. Just make sure, drive it around, and that's up to you. Like a week, after like week or 2 days driving, you torque this down again. Make sure they stay right. Okay guys, I hope you like this video. Really easy to do, not difficult. It could take you like an hour or less, and that's how you space out your car. I hope you like this video guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.